Hello, beautiful Scorpio, and welcome to your love and connections guidance for the next month or so. And this is good for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and cross-watching. With me, Julie Poole. Hello, it's tea and tarot time with Julie. Grab yourself a cup of tea, cup of coffee, glass of wine, put your feet up, whatever it is you want. Get yourself comfy. Let's have a little look. I've got my cup of tea and I've also got my water bottle. If you're interested in my mugs and bottles and things like that, my tea and tarot stuff, link is below, along with the links to my books and cards. All right, my beautiful people. So you've asked for love and connection, so that's what we're going to do. This is for the next month or so. All right, Scorpio, let's have a little look what's going on then. All right, so we're going to start with the tarot. This is the Tarot of Dreams for Scorpio, please. Now, this could be romantic love, or it could be platonic. This could be a new best friend. Also family. It's anything to do with loving connections, okay? So let's have a look what the guidance is for you about this. All right, for Scorpio, please. Well, that's a nice start. Very in your power with the Emperor. The Queen of Cups, that's the Queen of Hearts. Oh, I say, with the Tree of Life. Do you know what? You're the 8th reading I've done about love and connections, and they've all been incredibly positive and powerful, all right? Which doesn't happen when we're doing kind of general guidance or money and career. Some will get a little bit of a sticky month, but so far, seems to be that love is in the air. All right. So we've got the King of Swords, with the 10 of Wands in the centre of the reading, the end of what has been a struggle. Okay, with the Knight of Coins, taking things forward. The 2 of Wands, the 9 of Wands, and the Devil. Okay, you've been stuck for a little while, haven't you? But you're unsticking. All right, let's find out some more. Let's get your affirmation. These are mine from hoping to having loving connections. For Scorpio, please. All righty. Okay, it's about boundaries. Okay, let me get rid of those. I have amended my boundaries. I have pulled back from harmful commitments. I have reassessed my responsibilities. I have let go of the need for approval. All right, let's have a little chat about this for a minute. Come closer. Okay, let's talk. Just take a little minute to look at this card, please, okay? And I want you to question, as you do so, question yourself. Have you pulled back from harmful commitments? Do you need to? Have you assessed your responsibilities and reassessed them? Have you let go of the need for approval? All right, because all of those things damage relationships, block them, get in the way of them. Okay, your first relationship is with yourself always. And when we overgive, overcommit, say yes when we want to say no, when we really need to say no, then we're not treating ourselves with love and respect and kindness. And so, because everything is a mirror, always, especially relationships, then it's extremely difficult to align with a loving relationship because you're not loving yourself. You're not valuing yourself. You're not putting yourself first. This isn't selfish. This is self-care. So Scorpio, you're being asked to have a little look at this. All right, look at your commitments. Look at them if they're harmful. All right, if they're not harmful, then fabulous, crack on. All right, but if they are at your detriment, if they are damaging you, hurting you, it's time to pull back from them. Have a look at it. Okay, now this can be, because these readings aren't just about love and romance, they're about connections, okay, loving connections. This could be children, grandchildren. Perhaps you've overcommitted to childcare, your grandchildren 3 days a week, and it's absolutely destroying you, and you've got no time for your own relationships, your own friendships, or to find one. So that's harmful. That's a harmful commitment for you. So we need to reassess, okay? The amount of times that people will say, I'd love to find love, but I haven't got time. And I question them and say, well, where's all your time going? Because if you want love, but you haven't got time to find it, where is all the time going? Who or what's sucking the life out of you? Where do you need to pull back so that you can find the time and find the energy? So you're being asked to have a look at amending your boundaries, right? So if they're a bit loose, tighten them up a bit, okay? If we're overcommitting and we've got harmful commitments, we need to pull back, all right? But it's this thing about needing approval. If I say no, they won't like it, and they won't want to be in my life anymore. They might not, that's why we do it. Like, I don't want to fall out with people, so we just keep saying yes. But it's about time that you pull back and let go of the need for approval. The only approval you need is your own, okay? So you're being asked to look at that. Sorry, bit of a naggy one, yeah? All right, so let's get your animal oracle. What's the animal theme for my Scorpios, please? What's the message? This is like your animal totem, yeah? Okay. We have got ant spirit, time to collaborate. All right, this is interesting because this is tying in, isn't it, with this overcommitment. And right, so time to collaborate. It's looking at what else, what other help is available, who else is available, why is it all on me? If I'm caring for elderly parents or a sick partner and it's all on me and it's killing me and it's harming me, time to collaborate. Let's get some healthcare in, some social services in, let's get some cleaners in, let's get some support in. What do I need to do to improve my health, my relationship with myself, and therefore my relationships with others? Okay, collaboration. I want you to really look at that, because something's been hard and heavy here. We've got the 10 of Wands in the middle of your reading. All right, that's a very powerful card, the central card, because it influences everything. But the good thing with this is that this wants to come to an end, but you're feeling trapped. You're feeling like there isn't anybody else, there's nothing I can do. Yes, there is, and you can. You just got to find a way, okay? Let's see what the wisdom of the oracle want to add. Round and around, okay. Okay, my beautiful Scorpios, something here has been going round and around in circles. That is to do with your boundaries and commitments, to do with approval. What would people think? What would people say? We need to collaborate to break this cycle. And this is to do with your relationships, commitments, responsibilities, okay? We've got to break it. Now, all right, they're giving me another example, okay? For those of you single and you've thought about joining an online dating site and then you've thought, oh no, what would people say? What would people think that we met through a dating site? Oh, I don't want that. Let go of what other people think. It doesn't matter. All right, collaborate, time to collaborate. Stop going round and round in circles where you think about something but you don't follow it through. Okay, so let's have a look at this then. So we've got the devil here as a major arcana, which is disempowerment, and we've got the emperor here as a major arcana, which is the opposite. It is empowerment. So you're in that kind of to-ing and fro-ing. I want to be in my power, but I feel disempowered. We've also got the tree of life, which is another major arcana card, saying, do you know what? You have all the tools at your disposal. You've just got to pull them together and use them. All right. So this is quite intense, Scorpio. All right, and that's very Scorpionic, isn't it? It's like, right, we need to first of all recognize with that 10 of Wands what has been hard and heavy, what has been a burden. Look at him on his knees, all those 10 wands on his back. Okay, so as I said, they're giving me again the example of, I'd love to find love, but I'm too busy taking care of my children, my parents, my this, that, my grandchildren, whatever, all right? And it's hard and heavy. Right, it's time to bring this to a close. We've got the 9 and the 10 of Wands, the battle-weary soldier that is on his knees. And do you know what? Sometimes it takes us to get on our knees before we finally find the courage to say no. And then we start pushing back. We start letting go of the need of approval and following what is right for us. So we're starting with this Emperor card, okay? So the power, the courage, the confidence, he's the Emperor, incredibly powerful. So we're in this dynamic energy that we've got to take our power. We've also, with the King of Swords underneath it, another powerful card because he's a king, He is the expert. He is intelligence, clarity, focus, finding the support that I need, the expertise that I need, the answers that I need. And those answers lay in a different direction than the way I've been looking. All right, or where I've been looking. The Two of Wands is new doors opening, new opportunities, pushing out of your comfort zone, going in a different direction, going down a different path. Because if you do what you've always done, you're going to get what you've always got, which is round and around in circles and nothing's changing. So we are taking our power, but we're maybe for some of you taking advice from a lawyer, from an expert, from a counsellor, from a health professional. This is somebody who really knows their stuff. They're an expert in their field, okay? Now this can be you reaching inside yourself into your own intelligence, your own logic, and really looking at things from a very clear, no more fog, you know, what's going on here? You're looking at it. But it's also saying it's okay to reach out to an expert and ask for their input, their advice, their information, okay? Because this is all to do with loving connections. So this might be caring for family. This might be to do with, I'm just listening to what they're saying. I'm holding back from what is right for me because I feel completely trapped in this situation. So this might be for some of you, you want out of a marriage, but you don't know how, you know, what will people say? And, oh, you know, I keep saying I'm going to leave, but here we are, another year's gone by and I'm still here. It's going round and around, okay? It's time to step out, to step away into my power, get that advice and go in a different direction and bring this to a close. Any beliefs that you have that, you know, I can't because, you know, they'll take the children or I'll lose my home, or all of those are the thoughts that say I can't, because the devil is here going, no, just stay as you are, right? Don't try and change anything. You haven't got the power to do it. When you take your power and you let go of the need of approval and you collaborate, all right, this collaboration is working with somebody else to help you. All right, and that's the King of Swords, that expert. Then we can break this round and around cycle. So we're going to do it differently. Now we're stepping into the Queen of Cups energy, the Queen of Hearts. This is loving, gentle, compassionate, caring energy for you, to bring this 9 and 10 of Wands to a close so that you can start to build your life, the tree of life, building your life going forward in what is right for you and tearing yourself away from this devil energy. I want you to really look at this card for a minute, okay? Because that's the Fool there in the cage with the devil kind of holding the strings like a puppeteer, and the Fool is naked. Let me bring it up here because it's not focusing very well, okay? The Fool is naked, which is representing his vulnerability, that he feels exposed, he feels controlled. But I want you to notice that the cage door is open. He just hasn't seen, all right? The door is always open. We walk through it when we're ready, but the door is always open. So the door is open for you to be able to move your life in terms of loving connections where you want it to be. The Tree of Life represents every tarot card in the deck, all 78, okay? Every card is here, and it's basically saying you've got all the tools that you need to make this happen. So start now. We've got the Knight of Coins. Now, he is the slowest knight in the deck. He's a knight, which is an action card, and he's taken action on his stability, his security, his finances. He's putting things in order. He's not rushing anything. He's taking his time. Right? And that can be the temptation with the devil to rush things. And it's like, no, just take your time, allow it to build, allow it to move towards the tree of life that you want to create. Allow that to happen one step at a time without rushing it. Okay? So because we've got this round and around card, we want to break that cycle. Okay? Now we can do it quickly, and quickly is okay, or we can do it slowly, but we need to do it. Okay, there's a difference between rushing and doing it quickly. We can, you know, when I've left somebody, I've found somewhere to live within a week and I've moved out. It just falls into place. Okay, because I've aligned with I'm out of here and a way is found. Right, long time ago now, but you get what I mean. When you're ready, a way will be found, a door will open, no longer stuck and trapped. So allow yourself to do that if that is your story, whether it is to pull away from the commitments of being the full-time carer for people and it's absolutely destroying you. It's time to collaborate and get some help, all right? Whether this is about being single and it's too long single and it's time for me to reach out and get out of this stuck space that I've been in for too long to be able to find the love that I deserve and I'm ready for, or whether this is about a marriage that is just hard and heavy and it's time to make those changes, which don't necessarily mean leaving. It can be, but it can also be, you know, I'm not putting up with this nonsense anymore, we're making changes. But whatever you're doing it from a place of loving compassion, emotional maturity, thoughtfulness. Right, this isn't tears and tantrums with the Queen of Cups. This is, I've considered all my options. This is what my heart says, and I'm following my heart because this is right for me. Okay? All right. Anything else to add? Let's have an angel card to finish off. Final guidance from the angels for my Scorpios, please. Okay. Light. All right, and we want that light when we've been in that space of that 10 of wands, the dark, the heavy, the burden. Now we want it to light up, to lift up, for the energy to feel lighter, for it to feel brighter, for you to move into a space of light, because this is the time to do it. Okay, so this can be about romance, as I said. This can also be about family and platonic, but we are in this loving connections that need shifting and changing to stop it from being so hard and this cycle that keeps going round. Okay. All right, my beautiful Scorpio, that's the advice and guidance that I have for you about loving connections for the next 4 weeks. I hope it was helpful. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you on Friday for the collective weekly reading. And in the meantime, I'm going to pop up here your general guidance for July and down here, your money and career. All right. I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful day. Take care. Lots of love. Bye-bye.